Love, blessings, peace, and prosperity, divine, beautiful soul. What is good in your world? I'm raising my cafecito to you. Hey, it's me, Nicole, your spiritual barista. Serve you up wisdom, guidance, and inspiration from the cards. My love, what I have for you is a message that honors the energies we are dancing with, especially for this new moon in Scorpio going down tomorrow, November 1st. Now, before I show you the card that I pulled this morning and share with you the brew, I just want to say this. I am feeling so grateful to be sitting right here, right now, talking into this microphone in my computer. I just crossed one of the hardest thresholds in my adult life. 3 weeks ago, I landed back in the Midwest. Been in the PNW the last 24 years. Had some really hard displacements of our living situation and finances. It was really, really rough. And Spirit presented this. Spirit presented this move, and Spirit lined up, and we followed Spirit's lead, and here we are. I got here and I got COVID. I've been in bed for the last 2.5 weeks, and I'm slowly coming back into my body. And I am just really thankful that I feel like I have, and very fitting for this time, right? I feel like I've died and have come back to life. I feel like I have been resurrected from beyond this world. I feel like I have rose up from a grave, from the ashes. And it's very interesting because the card that I pulled this morning, and this is the message I'm sharing with you, is the Ten of Swords reversed. So this is Sun in Gemini. Now, tens symbolizing the completion of cycles. And when we look at and feel into this card in the upright position, it's like that completion of some really, 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 really hard times. And times where we've felt maybe isolated, times that indicate the ending of having to suffer and do things on your own, right? It's like an opening of community to come to help and to be of service. It's like the dawn, being able to say, I've survived and here I am. I will rise once again. And so the Ten of Swords coming up in reversal is really, really, really vital for us in this journey. Because what this card is asking you to do is to release attachments to pain, sorrow, to release attachments to the narratives and the identities that have formed around pain, sorrow, struggle, and strife. Now, let me tell you something. I am not a therapist. I'm not a mental health professional. And I am in no way denying any struggle or anything that has happened in your life. Do you feel me? Okay? Because everything has contributed to who we are today. The pain, the pleasure, and everything in between. We can tell our story and we can allow the pain, the struggle, the strife to fuel us, to guide us, but we don't have to hold on to it. We don't have to continue to identify with those narratives. We don't need to forget. But there's a way to be able to forgive. There's a way to be able to move through that. So instead of holding on to struggle and strife and holding on to what has caused us so much pain, we are able to acknowledge it and know how it has shaped us, know it has guided us, and allow it to fuel us to move towards pleasure and joy and prosperity. The Ten of Swords reversed is an invitation for you in this next day or two, or even 3, up until let's say about the 3rd or the 4th of November, to release and offer up to Spirit old narratives around your pain and your suffering, struggle and strife that no longer serve you, the attachment to those narratives, the attachment to the energy, the attachment to it that no longer serve you. Okay? Sometimes it's scary to let that go, because what happens is we struggle and we become calloused and we survive and we overcome. And it's very easy to stay stuck in that, to identify with that, because that's almost been a badge of honor. Okay? And so you can still have that badge of honor, but you don't have to stay caught in the paradigm and the narrative that everything is filtered through that lens of struggle and strife and pain. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? And so part of the way to be able to heal, continue to heal, and to open to joy, pleasure, prosperity, softness, is to release attachment to the stories and to the narratives. We can allow them to continue to be there, but they don't have to identify you. Do you feel me? They don't have to be your identity. And it may be very subtle, the way these stories and these attachments show up for you. And they may be very strong and very apparent. I invite you tomorrow on the new moon in Scorpio to take moments and release, ask Spirit to come to cleanse any energies, any narratives, any attachments to the past, to the pain of the past. This time is heightened because the veil is lifted. So Spirit is always with us. Spirit always has our back. But energetically in this season, it's intensified. So how will you enter into respectful relationship and engage with the energies of the season and release, my love, those attachments? For when you release those attachments, the card comes right side up, and you begin to open your eyes and you begin to see, like, there is another way of being. There is something more that's waiting for me. There is a new chapter. And I can be open to pleasure, to softness. Life doesn't have to be such a struggle. There may still be struggle. And within that struggle, you find joy. You find ways to have softness. You find ways to have community. You find ways to have passion. Okay? Your pain doesn't need to identify your present and your future. That's the message that I have for you, my love. And it's something I myself am working on as well. Now that I feel like I have a fresh start, and I see in ways that I allowed so much, I get caught so much in the trauma, the tragicness, the fight or flight, that I forget, like, wait, there's optimism and there's hope and there's new possibilities. And so this is a time for us to release that and to allow the healing waters of the Scorpio energy to wash away what it needs to wash away. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mad love and respect to you, and I will be back soon. Peace.